Hello everyone, it's Peta here. Thanks so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Today we're talking about the forehead exercise in Exercise Along With Me Series 2. Now, first of all, what I'd really like to do is encourage you to see the whole video, to watch the whole video, because the first part is about the muscles with Dorian. We use Dorian here, and about how the muscles react and what they do, which stuff that you need to know when you are actually exercising. And the second part is about how to do the exercise and then when to do it and how many times to do it and all of that. Also, please do remember to subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe to the channel, you'll get all this support. So typically you do, if you subscribe from now, you have this video, and then when I update the next video, that will be alerted to you. YouTube will send you an alert to say that I've uploaded something. So this is the reason why you would subscribe to the channel, so you're getting continuous support for the exercises. Also, please do remember to hit that bell when you subscribe, because that's when you get YouTube to alert you. All right, let's keep going then. So the first part of this exercise is about what muscle we're using. So in this exercise, we're using the corrugator muscle and the procerus. So this is the corrugator muscle on Dorian. Move him over this way. Yep, there you go. This is the corrugator muscle on Dorian. Dorian doesn't seem to have a procerus on here, and this means he can't frown. Well, he can frown, but sort of, you don't want to frown anyway, mate, do you? Anyway, so the procerus muscle is around this part of the forehead, and typically the corrugator meets the procerus and the procerus sits over the edge of the corrugator where it meets. So that's why we will get typically wrinkles in that area, because that's where the muscles are meeting and that's a little bit weaker in that area.
Imagine having beautiful and radiant skin that is naturally healthy. A powerhouse of skin-loving ingredients, rich in Australian native botanicals, that renews your skin and protects it from harsh elements. Renew Me is gentle yet effective, made for all skin types including sensitive skin. Enhance your natural beauty and skin wellness. A luxurious skincare range that indulges the senses. Order today and rediscover you.
Now, the corrugator muscle is one of the most strongest muscles on our face, which is really amazing, because that muscle is so small, but it really packs a punch. Like, it's super small, but because it packs a punch and it creates all the frowning along with the procerus on the face. Now, I just want to talk about that. I have done in a previous series about talking about emotions and how they do make your muscles move. So the corrugator and the procerus typically are muscles that activate when you're angry, when you have disgust, disdain, all of those sort of negative feelings, is when you would activate these two muscles. So it'd be really interesting just to use your mindset on how to control those muscles and be aware of them when you are angry, when you are upset, because they're the times typically that they're damaged. So those two wrinkles that form, they form because the corrugator is sitting butt up against and a little bit under the procerus, and it's a very weak area. It's like just a weak area. It's like similar here. A lot of the muscles hang off of this orbicularis oris muscle. So, of course, there's going to be wrinkles around the mouth because they're weak areas, right? Because there's lots of movement and lots of work with it. So it's about regulating your emotions and hopefully regulating how they manipulate your face. But anyway, moving forward with this exercise, because it is a strong muscle, one of the strongest, but because it's so small, again, we need to exercise this subtly. We do not use much muscle effort with this, okay? It's only a subtle movement when we do this. It's not a squeeze and a squeeze into the frown. It's just a very subtle movement. Now, with that subtle movement, what's going to happen is it's going to help that corrugator strengthen, and the skin, as it strengthens, the skin will just slightly stretch over the muscle, and it will slightly pull the skin back over the muscle as well, where you have those wrinkles. And even it will do it even if you only have one wrinkle in the middle of your eyes. it will do the same thing. So ideally what we're doing is we're wanting to stretch the skin back over the two muscles, and that way it will lose the wrinkles. And that's what happens when you exercise your face. The muscles get bigger and the skin just stretches subtly over the muscles, and that's why it gives a wrinkle-free look, because the muscles are bigger, the skin's over the top, there's no room for the skin to sag because the muscles are strong. It's when the muscles are weak is when the skin sags. Okay, so let's do this exercise. So what we do is we use our little fingers, we place them over the corrugator. Okay, so you see where I'm placing that quite easily, where I'm placing that. Now that is right on the corners, even with where your brow, your eyebrow starts, right? So you place it. That bit of hair there is really annoying me. I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I, no, wants to go. Anyway, let's forget about it somehow. Okay. Wait a minute. Time out. No, other way. Okay, that better? It's okay. All right, so typically we'll put our fingers over, all right, over the corrugators, and we can put our hands over the over your head, like the way I'm doing it. So it's quite easy to see what I'm doing there. You don't need to see the side, you don't need to see the other side. It's quite easy to see on front what I'm doing. So my hands are over the top of my head, my little fingers are laid right across the corrugator, okay? And that's it. So, and I'm slightly, just ever so gently, like just really like a millimetre, pulling the skin back to smooth it back a bit. So now what I do, I press very firmly and just very gently start to frown. Okay? And you can't even see it. You can't even see it. But as you do it, you can feel it right in the middle of your eyes. So let's try it again. I've got to get this right for the camera. There we go. So place your fingers over the corrugators. Just gently pull the skin back very gently. Press firmly. And then lightly, and then just gently start to frown. And as you're frowning, you're using the procerus is going up and down. Now on Dorian, we'll do it on Dorian so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So the fingers go across the corrugator. So there's the corrugators. So they go across. It's as simple as that. Now the other thing that you do need to be very aware of with this is that your fingers need to be right in the middle of the corrugator, right? They need to be right in the middle of it, because that will stop the whole thing from moving if you have it right in the middle. And you will feel if it's not in the middle, because one part will be moving more than the other and it feels uncomfortable. So the moment you adjust your fingers to get it right in the right position, you will feel the exercise working. Now as you're doing it, you should also, the procerus is moving up and down. It's a very subtle movement, but it's a very strong movement. When you end up taking your fingers off your face, it will be a very strong movement, and you will feel the difference, and you'll see the difference when you're doing this exercise. It's really a very good exercise for the middle, for the 11 lines, or that one line that we get. But remembering that with face aerobics and with any sort of face yoga, face aerobics program or facial exercise program, you need to be doing a full face routine. And there's a lot of face yoga, really large ones in fact, that and the other ones, they just all tout the fact that you can do just one exercise. And you see it on their websites, you know, if you just want to do exercise one part of your face, go there and pay for that, you know. It really is very dangerous, because you need to exercise your whole face. Because if you don't, especially when you're doing repetitions, you will cause the muscles to compact, because the muscles are all interconnected. So you really need to be aware of that, and you need to do the full face routine, and you need to follow the program as I prescribe. Now with that, what I want to let you know is that in the description box below, there is a link that says Start Face Aerobics Here. Click on that link and it will take you to the site where it teaches you how to do face aerobics. It's one page, there's a bit of reading that you have to do, but it will tell you what to do, how to do it, how many times to do it, and what not to do. Okay, and it's easier for me to send you to a link rather than talk another 15 minutes about face aerobics, which would turn in probably 25 minutes or an hour, because I could go on all day about it. So please do go ahead and click on that link, and then you'll be able to find out all the information about what to do, how to do it, how many times to do it, and you'll be able to start face aerobics. Also, there is a video here. It's Exercise Along With Me Series 1, Level 1. And it shows you how to do the exercises in the sense of how much muscle effort to use, and it shows you how to assemble the exercises. It's just a Exercise Along With Me video from the Premium Gym, but it shows you, if you watch it, it shows you how much muscle effort to use when you're exercising. It shows you what beat to use when you're exercising. And it shows you how to assemble the exercises when you learn them, the new series. It shows you, that you put the exercise together from the forehead to the neck, and then you start the routine. So that video there will show you how to actually do the exercises if you care to watch it. And that way you're not, you're not using too much muscle effort. You're able to get through to you're able to get through all the repetitions, because if you're using too much muscle effort, you're pushing too hard, you're not even be able to get through 50 repetitions. So there's a certain way and a certain rhythm that you need to do the exercise and do the repetitions. And I would encourage you to have a look at that video so that you can see how it's all assembled and put together and done. Okay, so please do remember again to subscribe to the channel. You'll get all that support, hit the bell, and then hopefully you'll be able to start the program and get on with it and start your face aerobics journey. All right, guys, you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time.